friends. I'm going to get into the IRS news. I'm going to get into all the latest developments, but people are up in arms about the IRS harassing pro-life groups, churches, Billy Graham's son, libertarian groups. I mean, of course they do. Don Salazar's got an article coming out where we've confirmed they're federalizing local police around the country. It's all part of the Rant Corporation plan. They wear bizarre red armbands. And they took part in helping arrest Adam Kokesh when he was on federal property. Local Philadelphia police did. But in there, they list these local federal specialized police as anti-terror and anti-civil disobedience. And they list protesting as civil disobedience. Protesting, demonstrating as people getting together saying, we don't like what you're doing. This is our country. But all over the U.S., they will not issue protest permits to any type of libertarian or conservative group. I don't get permits. I go on the Capitol and I protest. I go into the Capitol and get in people's face. And the police stood down and did their job because they, A, don't like what's happening. I happen to have talked to some of the top people. And B, they understood, hey, you get a permit if you want the steps all to yourself, just like you get a permit to block a road for your parade. Then you've got to get a permit because you're blocking everybody else. But see, that's why gun permits, sure, you get a permit to be specially trained and to have it concealed because common law says you can't have concealed weapons because bad guys carry concealed weapons. So now we can, because it's illegal to have concealed weapons under common law, we can give you a license to have one. Because it can also scare the bad guys. But see, then it turns the idea of owning guns into a permit, period. Kind of like, oh, you want a church? Now you got to have a permit for that. Well, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Oh, well, you're not really a church technically. You're a charity now, and that's what we passed the law on because Congress can make a law on a charity, and you've opted in to be a charity. See, it's all contract fraud. And so the IRS people have been caught, and the whole administration's clamming up, and they're taking the fifth, just like on Fast and Furious. And it's gone all the way up to the top person, right under the director, and the head of the IRS is resigning right when they were already retiring. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all cynical jokes. And she says, I'm taking the Fifth Amendment, which doesn't mean I'm guilty. It's to protect innocent people from persecution. You bet it is, baby cakes. But I know what the IRS does. I've experienced it, and other constitutionalists I know have experienced it. I don't make a big deal out of it because I'm busy fighting the New World Order. I'm not, you know, when dirty tricks go on, all sorts of stuff, I just know I'm over the target. But of course they persecute people. I mean, I've had them, federal and state and local police, let's not exaggerate, 30-plus times conservatively over the years, come up and go, hey, Alex, let's blow some stuff up. Let's kill some cops. And when that didn't work, I'm out covering an urban warfare drill, and a commando rolls out of the bushes in front of me and Mike Hansen and starts lighting fires, going, you shouldn't have done this. And then the guy was surprised when we jumped on him. I'm not going to brag about what went on, but the point is it's all, what you're with the government, so you're real tough. I'm supposed to be scared of you? You know what? Somebody in the wrong cannot stand up against somebody who's in the right who keeps on it coming. And the point is, I know what I'm talking about, okay? I mean, you know what it's like to go over a 200-page document like I did last night, scanning through it, probably read half of it again, and to have the memories of all their other reports that they've now gotten done. And then this means I'll be sitting here, if I'm lucky, in 10 years, reading and the next report, and all of this would have been done. The UN model occupation of a federal mercenary force, the overthrow of due process, spy networks. And what's crazy is it is a UN implosion model. Just like the Soviets would take over a country, cut off the resources to bankrupt everybody for a couple of years to then break their will and then reorganize things under insiders' control. It's a criminal instinct. And just like Mao did that with the Great Leap Forward, Cultural Revolution, and just like the EU's doing with its high taxes that the insiders are exempt from, this is a criminal monopoly takeover. It is like robbing a bank. I mean, it is totally 100% from every angle, inside and out, a criminal takeover, and this is nothing. The physical occupation is at least something people are going to be able to see. And the staged domestic terror attacks, they say, are going to start, which you saw at Boston. By the way, one of the roommates, one of the witnesses, said the FBI wants to come talk to me. I know they're going to kill me. They got him in custody and shot him in the head. You know, oh, FBI wants to talk to Alex Jones, and he died during questioning. I mean that's the headline here. That could happen to anybody. That's how it works in the third world. Oh, it said the FBI agent didn't need to go to the hospital. They're not going to say what it was, but he may have pulled his hand away. So we shot him a couple times in the head. FBI kills Tamerlan acquaintance. Told friends he thought the FBI was coming to kill him, and they said, no, this is America, the friends are quoted as saying, you'll be fine. Like the kids at Waco, the babies, when the Delta Force put that mine, that anti-personnel shaped charge on top of the church records building, the only concrete structure inside the compound. And then the Army posed with the skulls, including children's skulls. Because nothing's more manly than a skull, huh? Really, I thought it was manly to raise a family and train people in the ways of being good and strong and building a civilization. I didn't know it was only manly to kill children. But don't worry, you're all going to be killed too. So drink your fluoride and take all your vaccines and kiss your life goodbye. Because I've looked at the actuaries, the death rate and the increase in cancer and autism and neurological disorders, and it's increasing close to 100% every 7 years or so, depending. That's a guesstimation. But you think a couple thousand percentage point in diabetes is bad now in the last 20, 30 years? Even higher if you go back to the 1950s. Cancer rates, same thing. All these other, oh, don't worry. Oh, you're an environmentalist? You think humans are the problem? You think carbon dioxide, we exhale, is the problem? Don't you worry your little mind, your little heart. Bless your little heart. Bless you. Bless all the fools that serve this. And that's the only sick consolation I've got. Is the New World Order goes after its own people because they know it's a spiritual rule. They go after their own people about 3 times more often than they go after people that resist them. So all I can tell the government is double down. Take your kids in for the full regimen of over 100 vaccines now. They're trying to make 57 of them mandatory. Roll up the sleeve, have the convulsion, and hail Satan. Kill your child for the government. Kill it so the Rockefellers can have the whole world. Do it. Commit to it. But don't be lukewarm. You either come in and get recruited to the side of light or you join darkness, you understand? Because those of you that think you're going to stand in the middle of the road and be safe, I got news for you. You're in the worst possible position. Our viewers have demanded it, so now you're gonna get it. More pro-Second Amendment gun shows in the month of June.
What we've learned is you cannot hide behind an I-beam when there's a 50 cal present.
Brothers in Arms, 50 cal ammo review, and more. Coming in the month of June to the InfoWar.